Hello to everyone. Everybody, yeah. I walk around like this. That's the game.
Last night, I read the Rekovas or Shem Kachali Lama Ed, but not the Repia, my Tabet Alam Halia. Skadash Mira Babe, Mother of her stable my stay with Swamp and every premish. I put him in my hand behind the base to Abagalos Macari Vimra. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai. Abraham These are going to read stuff in six so sorry for this social the fuck the shop to buy out the apple of cars outside the MR. That's next one more colors for the summer something the same bracha often as a marvel sabina bracha richness in the kushni matavo bracha heal to the mitzvata rechas in bracha the night amen saying the sun that's conveyed to you saying continue I may bracha to our saying bracha the night the base of the Israel amen you should connect the parish and have you connect about the love some many of them look when what I know about Passover you said I go to bracha I'm coming right, great to put a rich I may rock at here, bear my garret up and be married, mean of rock that the night. Amen. I'll tell you, I'll house him, I'll puppies, travel, but that's base of frame, I'll agree to the Berlin, and when I rock my night, since our table full of a condition club, man. Simple can a man along the line of us about talking about tonight. Shalai miracle brahmin pashu bishkan with the hot shirt the part of they said the bit of the camera with the hot pin Nea tabakra v'min binan Allah brachta the night Amen. It's not bit of the camera yeah not the rubbish with that you don't brachta the night what's me Karen Yeshua Amen. فنحما كان ريكما شبينا هي تشميت خلاص قطع بركة دناي Amen. Saying I will get one face spell. Some say I shave up all the beer pit that fucking sheet throw feel some about the cover. Either something either does the throw. Now step of the line and follow Jim Rock. I mean rock that tonight. He wrote it up on the Sakalano night, and it was time all those cuts of the rock of rock, and the kind of shalom. Open up the rest of the place, several holidays, Fish, Lapa, Mincha Maariv, Yom Kippur, Hashem, Adonai, Hashem, Ne'emar. Zrino lahi shino davar kavach bata vasatlina bakara fatantina laman shmecha. Iskadav iskadav shmira ba. Mother of her seva makwa save. Smart for can never pray me. Amen. I'm going to buy the whole basic for Allah. God's not going to be wrong me. Harvest Mamas na save service the slash make or sugar. Amen. Cover for service Rasad, Pasamina Masada, Mirama Mara, Amen. For some of us on the hobbies it's rock, but I'm on the tribe in Ron. Amen. Some of them in Shmara, I'm Malena Makoy Shovin, Amen. Yes, I show them Malena Makoy Shovin, Amen. Bless our new King Doras. Emra Bahaya Zanala Melcha Kala, alright, but Yomahu Yadana Kaddish Ma'afai. Iskadav, Mirabah, Mother of her Savior, Papa Savior, Mark
Today in Jewish history, 58 is the front, the face. So we can make start a minute and a half before that. 58, yes, we can make start 57, 56 even we can start. Shema, we do Shema 58.
There's no arguing this.
No arguing, right?
Jewish history, but I'm wondering if you answer this or maybe not for everybody. Okay, kind of throws me off. Could you? I'll do that.
Alright, tonight is the yard site of Misu Shelach. Because the Shelach is the longest person to ever live. Well, actually, Sarah Bas Asher could be lived longer, but she went up. She didn't live in this world longer. Sarah, the daughter, he went up in life, but he was in this world at least for 969 years. So, yeah, 969. So that's the longest person to ever live in this world. Maybe they lived. He did. Adam didn't, and that's Adam was long. But Sarah, she went to Shema alive. I'm just saying.
Who's Sarah?
The daughter of Asher. Sarah played her key.
Great musician.
I missed that day, Shiva. I skipped that day.
Oh, man.
Remember the one that played for Yaakov? That I am Yosef, my father's still alive, and he Yosef. Not after your days.
It was a big rock and roll. Yeah. Hey, you should be watching that.
Tonight is the birthday of Binyamin.
It's also
Tonight?
the outside of.
So how do we know it's Binyamin's birthday? Because we know Rachel passed away on the 11th of Cheshvan, and Rachel passed away while giving birth to Binyamin. So it must be Binyamin's birthday. You want to know last night? How do we know this? Where do we know? So that's how we know Binyamin's.
Who was this other person?
Misu Shelach. He's the
No, I know Mr. Shaw. Who's the other?
Binyamin.
No, you said somebody.
Sarah Bas Asher. Sarah, the daughter of Asher.
Granddaughter of Yaakov.
Binyamin's brother. Binyamin had a brother Asher.
Benjamin
Jacobson.
12 tribes. Remember
Benjamin.
Benjamin had a what?
A brother Asher. Binyamin had a brother Yosef. Dan Naphtali God Asher.
Okay, Asher, yeah. Right.
So Asher had a daughter. Her name was Sarah.
Okay. And how long did she live?
She got tired of living in this world, and she went up to Shemayim. She went to Gan Eden alive. It says, whatever that means. She had a bracha from Yaakov because she was the one that gave the news. She broke the news, the good news, to Yaakov that Yosef was alive.
Maybe UFO.
One day, is Rosh Hashanah's your birthday tonight? That means it's your birthday.
Yay! Bobby, Mike. Where are you going to have a Bobby? Where's the Bobby? Hey, where's
and tonight is also the yard time of Reb Nachman Chernobyl. Reb Nachman Chernobyl was one of the great tzaddikim of during the times of the Alter Rebbe, and I repeat the story several times. I remember always on Matzei Shabbos Parshas B'Shalach, I think it was. I think they used to have every year. There used to be a Malava Maka, like the annual dinner for this Gemach, this lending society in Crown Heights. Mati's grandfather was one of the people in the Gemach, Mr. Moskowitz. Remember Shtivo. So they used to get Rabbi Goldman used to get, who was the other partner in the Gemach. They would get a bottle of l'chaim from the Rebbe on the Shabbos. That Shabbos I bring the Shabbos before that night, which was the Malmaka, and I remember specifically because I was in the choir. I was in the choir there, maybe this Malmaka several times, and for some reason he would get up to say a story. He would put on a shtreimel. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what it signified, but he got up like that, and he said the story of Reb Nachman Chernobyl, the great tzaddik Reb Nachman Chernobyl, that the Misnagim used to bother him all the time. They used to make him crazy.
No way.
And so he got up one time to the Misnagim and he told them, but it says in the Parsha of B'Shalach, it says, Lo Nacham Alekim. It says in the Pasuk, Lo Nacham Alekim, Derech Etzlishin Yikarfu, that when Hashem, when Gideon left Mitzrayim, the Jews left Egypt, so they went a roundabout way. They didn't go direct way. They went a roundabout way through the Plishtim, right? They didn't go direct. Because it was close. It could have gone a direct way, but it says it didn't go direct. So you see, he could have played on words. He says, Nacham Alekim, says Nacham is Nishkein God. He said, Nacham is not a God. Nacham about himself. Nacham. But he said, Derech Eretz Plishtim, the Plishtim should have Derech Eretz. He's calling it Snak the Plishtim. So the Plishtim should have Derech Eretz. Why? He says, Kikarifu, because he's close to Hashem. But anyway, tonight is the Reb Nachman Chernobyl Yartzeit, and the Shabbat should have an Aliyah. So back to last night, we're really late over here. We'll just do this quickly. We left off with the story about this guy who was putting up booby traps in his house to get the Ganavim, to get the thieves. And we said he was not, the Bezdin did not find him liable for it, even though they said you're not allowed to put up a booby trap. You shouldn't put a booby trap by your house. But they didn't. They said you're not obligated to paying damages for the Ganav who got hurt on your property. And the reasoning we're saying is
that wasn't in California. No.
On first glance, it would be completely permissible. Talking about stand your ground, it would be completely permissible to cause damage to someone who's coming to cause damage to you. It's completely fine. And this is because we find the Gemara says that the person could say, "Who asked you to send your ox?" That's the term used. On your you send your ox on my property, and now you complain it got hurt on my property. Have a good day. You broke into my property, and you got hurt. That's your problem. Furthermore, we said the story in the Gemara about these angry employees that came to the home of their employer, and they were demanding their wages, and the employer's dog bit them. And the Chachamim said that this guy was not liable for the dog bite because they had no right coming onto his property. So that would be the first glance that it's not a problem with that. However, there's another Gemara that tells us that a person is not allowed to breed or even own wild dogs. And you shouldn't keep them on your property. You say, well, you're not allowed to keep it by you. Why? Because someone can come onto your property and get hurt. There's many people who can get hurt by it, but that doesn't matter. The fact is that someone could get hurt by it, and therefore it says you shouldn't do it. Gemara says. So, okay. So, in any case, because of that, we're not allowed. The same thing is we're not allowed to put up booby traps in our house because someone could get hurt. We're not allowed to set up these things around the house to hurt someone because someone get hurt by it, and we're not allowed to do that. However, beware of forget about the owner. Forget about the dog. Beware of owner. So therefore, there's the rule over here of pater aval asur. You're not allowed to put booby traps around your property, so someone might get hurt. Nevertheless, if someone did break into your property and they did get hurt, that's their problem, and you are not obligated. That's what the Bezdin rule. That you are not obligated. You do not. And we said that we get why are you not obligated? We get this from the rule of a bar, the rule of a pit. The rule of a pit is the Mishnah tells us clearly if someone digs a pit in a Rishus Harabim in a public domain and someone falls inside that pit, then they are held liable. In fact, it says it has to be a big enough of a pit. In other words, you just dig an inch of a pit and then an inch of a ditch. It's not enough to make. It has to be there's a certain shear, there's a certain portion of deep it has to be in order to be liable. If you dug half the pit and someone else went and dug the other half the pit, who's liable? The first guy, the second guy? Are you both liable? The second guy. They say if whoever finished off the pit, whoever made it into a deep enough pit is the one that's liable. In any case,
in my case, it's also
yeah.
In
any case, exactly.
In my case,
Michael also. So we're supposed to do things to protect our property. No one gets hurt in our property. So in any case, by a bar in a Rishus Harabim, you are chayav. You are liable for a pit in a public domain. However, that is in a public domain. If you did it in your private domain, different story. Someone broke into your private domain and you had a pit over there. You're not allowed to do it. But you're not liable. That's another story. We're talking here about someone that broke in.
What if it's not?
The person that broke in is liable.
What if it's not
without rishus, exactly.
What if it's not a robber, but somebody just comes over to visit?
That's it.
Trespassing. Come over to your.
So now you invited. It's another story. You have to warn him. You have to put up the warning signs. You have to tell him here's a booby trap right here. Watch, check out this booby trap right here. Yes and no. Again, it's not the case we're dealing with. We're dealing with a specific case of someone breaking into your home. So the same thing would apply if someone broke into your roof and you didn't have a fence on it, and the guy broke in and he went on top of your roof and he lay down and slid off. That's his problem if he broke into your roof. Now, if you invited him to your roof to have a rooftop party and you didn't put the vents in, that's a different story. We were talking about a break-in, a burglar we're talking about. Okay, so it's time for Maariv, and I just want to give the first opportunity I have, whatever power is in Mazali Goiver. I want to give you a bracha. Every single one of you here, and everyone's not here, should have everything you need in the best of health always, and always happiness and nachas and prosperity and success in everything you do. All the brachas are also tough. I didn't plan for bringing it simply because there's a class tonight after davening, and there's another class after that. I don't want to disturb the class. Originally I thought the wedding is tomorrow. I don't know why I had it on my calendar for tomorrow, and so I didn't talk about it. You asked my family to do something tomorrow night. I have to get up permission from my wife.
You need a lobby.
You got to prepare them.
What's the class?
It's got class over.
Okay.
What class?
Okay, so there's a break tomorrow. The question is if it's for your birthday.
What's the class?
Huh?
What's the class?
It's without baby.
Chana has a class at davening, and there's someone else has a class at 8 o'clock. Meyer, page 118. Good Shira Mal, they see
Also, some of us, some of the basics, I'm going to try and remember. Amen. Some are up, I'm in trying to practice a little bit of Amen.
Dirais meira, bezi veres uzecha. Tomorrow morning, dropping 9 o'clock was there for help minion. Big Ashikrat. Class with Chanon on the Parsha right now. 8 o'clock is a class with Sharon Lankry. 8 o'clock. Parsha also. I'm waiting for rain tomorrow night.